What's up, gang? DBL, Enduro Mountain Bike Training, EnduroMTBTraining.com. Here for a quickie today. Now, last video we did one that was talking about a little bit of SI or sacroiliac joint distraction, as well as taking care of some of the upper glute musculature as it relates to taming some of that low back tension and pain. So today we'll just talk about how we can distract this hip joint, because remember, we need good mobile hip joints to take stress off the lumbar spine, right? If you have tight hips, it goes, that lack of mobility goes right into the lumbar spine, and that's where we don't want stress to occur in the lumbar spine. You want a stable core, a thoracic spine that moves, remember, and hips that move or are mobile. So a lot of times our hips, because we sit a lot and because we're cyclists and we tend to ride with one foot forward more than the other, for example, like we talked about last time, we can get this hip joint tightness as well as a muscular tightness related to or surrounding the hip joint. So what I've got is a band, a tight band. You can just take a normal exercise band if you want tight. These are great. Get them from Perform Better. You just go on the site under shop, click on any of the Perform Better product links. You can find these there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this guy, I'm going to put it way up into my hip groin area, put this knee down, and so now what I've got is I've got this lateral translation of my hip, or lateral distraction taking place in my hip. So one thing that we can do in order to stretch out those muscles is I'm going to cross under. So I've got my knee, right knee now down. I've got this band up into my crease, and it's trying to pull my hip that way. Okay, I've got my left foot back here, and what I'm going to do, nice and balanced, get out far enough so that this is going to assist me into this hip flexed position. So I've got this good hip flexion and lateral hip flexion too, which helps us where? But cornering, right? To be able to get this great hip cornering mobility as it relates to riding, right? So this can be, for those of you who have tight hips and can't get that lateral shift while riding, this can be a total solution for you. But remember, besides that, this will also help with your low back stuff. So all I'm doing is, from here, is this thing's pulling me, right? So it's shifting my hip to the right. I'm going to sit here for 5 seconds, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my knee this direction into the mat for 5 seconds. So now I'm contracting this glute tissue out here, and then I'm going to relax, and I should be able to sit further into that stretch again. But going this way, sinking down, stretching out those glutes, still getting that distraction in the hip. Relax for 5 seconds, which I just did. I'm going to push again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax, sit down further. You can tell that I'm getting this bigger hip distraction. I'm getting this good ability for my body to shift laterally onto my hip, okay? Because the leg is going this way and my hip is going this way, right? So we've got, right now I've got this nice big blood flow increase right through here in this hip. So I've got greater mobility now. I can feel it already in my muscles and in the joint, okay? So I think not only is that going to help you with, lateral weight shift as it relates to cornering, but it's also going to help with taming some of this low back tightness and pain that you struggle with on a regular basis. So give that one a try, and like usual, please share with your friends. Hope your early season riding stuff's going well, and be sure if you're on the program to report in just to let me know how you're doing, because I'm always stoked to hear how well y'all are doing. If you're not on the program, what's up with that? Go to EnduroMTBTraining.com and get yourself an e-product, or even check out our local and long distance coaching options as well. So take care, and if like usual, if I